up, guys? All right. Told you I was video crazy today. If you've been watching the other ones, it's like third video today. Anyway, here's the deal. It is now later in the afternoon, like 3 o'clock. I think the last video I made was I was coming to that area I'm expanding into to do estimates. It was at like 10 o'clock this morning, or no, what the hell was it? It was like 9:30 this morning because I had to be back home before 10 for my wife to go get her hair did. Yeah, so I got called again to come back out here for another estimate. So, like I said, bam, 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 these every door direct mailers are definitely paying off again this year. Anyway, so I'm out here doing another estimate for mowing. And one thing that I think I've slightly touched on in other videos, I think maybe last year over the summer, maybe I did one on it. I'm going to emphasize now just because I just ran into it again. You need to take a lot of things into account when you're bidding a mowing property, and things you need to just be aware of. Okay. Oh man, I got like eye boogies, like I'm tired or something. I'm really tired today, no. Something you really need to be aware of is look at their house in general. Okay, look at the way their yard is, look at the house itself. You're going to be able to tell if it's somebody that actually cares about their lawn, or if they just are too lazy and just don't want to mow it and just need someone to come in there and hack it down each week or every 2 weeks. Those are people that are going to try to beat the hell out of you, beat you down for an extremely low price, and they don't really care who the hell's mowing it. They just want it done. They want it done for the cheapest possible price they can find. Just hack it down, be done with it, so they don't have to be bothered with it, so they're not getting letters from the town or the city or hearing crap from their neighbors. And then you have people that really take care of the lawn. Now the lawn I just went and looked at, there's not much grass at all. But I bid it at, at what I would bid a property for that had like twice as much grass as this one had. And the reason is because these people definitely care about their property. There were flower beds among flower beds, there were ponds, there were waterfalls. They obviously put a lot into their landscaping. They obviously really care about what their yard looks like. Their front yard's plain Jane, looks like every other yard on the block. Their backyard's fenced in, and there's a lot of landscaping. Okay, so that is a big thing. You know these people really care, and they're not going to try to beat you down. But what I'm getting at is, because of all of these nice flower beds and ponds and landscaping, there is a lot more stuff to edge. There is a lot more stuff to weed whack around. Mowing it, I could probably mow that entire property in 15-20 minutes max with a 20-inch push mower. That's how small this property is, okay? The trimming, you're looking at 15 minutes trimming, and I know it doesn't sound like much, but I fly when I trim. When I'm weed whacking, when I'm edging, and my guys that work for me, we fly through that stuff. We are really quick at it. So for it to be 15 minutes, that's a lot. So that's where this guy's price just went up. And you know, he didn't tell me right off the bat. He said, all right, he goes, sounds good, sounds real good. He goes, I'll let you know. And so, you know, I thanked him for his time, and away I went. Now he may not jump on it. He may be looking to get other estimates. I don't know. He may not take it because the price was it wasn't high. Like I wasn't trying to rape the guy. You know, his price wasn't high at all, but I mean, it was very fair for the work he has involved there on a weekly basis as far as mowing, and I'm just not going to do it for less. So, you know, I want it like I want any other property I bid, but if I don't get it, I don't get it. But it will be at my price, or it won't be at all. I don't auction prices. I don't bargain. It is what it is. But anyway, yeah. So you got to look at these things. Take into account: is the property going to be more of a pain than it's worth? Can you look at it and tell these people just want it hacked down? There's a video Geek to Freak did, Greg Chisholm. It's called "What is a Mow and Go?" And then that's exactly what I mean, you know. And a lot of realty companies will call you and say, hey, I have like 3 properties, 4 properties. I just need it every 2 weeks. I just need you to hack it down, you know, just knock it down and get out of there. I don't even care about the weed whacking, just hack it down. I don't care if there's grass laying all over. I don't take those. I don't care how much they're paying me or offering to pay me. I don't take those on. And the reason is my trucks sit out in front of that house while we're there. When we pull away, the neighbors, everybody else looks and says, oh my God, look what a crappy job Countryside did. You know, those guys are a bunch of hacks. They don't know the agreement that I have with that client. So they don't know that that's all that client wants me to do. They just think that we're hacks and that's the kind of work we do. And that destroys any other business in that neighborhood for me. So I don't take them at all. And besides, when they want them done every 2 weeks, especially in spring when everything's growing like wildfire, it's a lot taller, it's a lot thicker, you're just beating the hell out of your equipment. Forget that. No way. I have too much time, money, energy invested in my stuff to be messing around with that, so I don't do it. So take that into account, guys, when you're estimating properties, things to look for. You know, look for, do they have a decent looking house? Does it look like they keep up on their house? Does it look like they keep up on their landscaping? Does it look like they care about their yard and the appearance of their yard? These are all big determining factors on how you're going to bid that property. And another big thing with that house just had, even though they had all that nice landscaping in the backyard, most of the snow was gone. And there was this one big area where the snow was gone. It was overloaded with about 30 piles of dog shit. And you guys have heard me in my videos before. I tell my customers, as soon as I go and bid a property, you know, I'll bid it. If they give it to me right away, then I tell them right away. If they say I'll get back in touch with you, you know, I'll let you know. If I don't even waste my time unless they call me back. If they do call me back, then I tell them, okay, here's the deal now. Before I start mowing, this will be your day that I mow every week. It stays the same every week unless it rains. Then my guarantee is I'll have your property taken care of within 48 hours of the rain stopping. But this is your day every week. Make sure that all your dog droppings are picked up before that day. So if your day is a Thursday, make sure by Wednesday night it is done. Because if I come there and there's crap all over the yard, I am not mowing it. And I'm not coming back the next day because I have strict schedules to keep, and I'm not going to make one of my customers that are doing the right thing and not being lazy and picking up their dog shit. I'm not going to make them pay the price or them get delayed on when they get their normal service because I got to go back and do yours now because you were too lazy to pick it up in the first place. So that's the deal. And then so now that I have to come back the following week, and now it missed a week of mowing, now it's thicker. If I have to bag that lawn, you're paying extra for it. I'm not just going to cut it and leave it lay there because that's against my policy. I do not leave grass laying on yards. It looks like crap, and I'm not doing it. And for the reasons I just explained to you guys, people see it and they see my trucks and associate me with that kind of work. So when I come back the second week, it's twice as long, and now I have to bag it. I will bag it, and you will pay the extra charge. So save both of us the bullshit and just pick it up before I get there. And if that's something that they don't like, or you know it doesn't work for them, well then I'm sorry that I'm not the contractor for you and you're not the customer for me. No hard feelings. We'll just go our own way and you can call somebody else. That's my policy. For one, I don't like it. I can't stand to smell dog crap in my tires or get it in my sneakers when we're walking around trimming. Like nobody does. It's disgusting. And I had some, you know, I used to tell customers before, this is the way it is, and I was kind of lenient on it in some places. Well, not last year, the year before, I went to stand by, guys, stand by. Hello? Yes. Yes. That sounds great. What I do, I don't actually do contracts. I just do you know, like I mentioned, you'll have the same service. I haven't made my schedule out for the year yet. It'll be done within the next few weeks. I don't really foresee any mowing before the last week of April, first week of May. But what I do is I'll let you know what day of the week you will be on, and you'll get service the same day every week, unless it rains on that day. Then I always guarantee your property to be serviced within 48 hours after the rain passes. And what I do at the end of each month is I just total up the amount of times that I was there, and I mail you an invoice, and you can either pay with check, cash, or card, whichever is easier for you. I try to keep it as simple as I can for all my customers. That's what I usually try to do. I have some customers that it really doesn't matter to them, but for the most part they try to get it towards the end of the week, which I can understand. The weekends when you have family and friends over, you want it to still look good. So yeah, so that's not a problem at all. I'll write it down right next to yours that you prefer the end of the week, and I'll try to make it happen for you as best I can. Absolutely not. What I do is, in the past, usually right around the end of July to the first week or two of August is when we get that dry spell, when it really doesn't need it. Last year and the year before, we never even hit that dry spell, so it pretty much stayed steady. But what I do is I will still come by each week. If I look at it and I don't think it needs mowed, then I just don't mow it. If you get home and you feel that it should have been mowed, by all means call me and I will come back and do it. But if I don't think it does, no, not at all. I know some people do that. They mow just to see their own tracks in the yard, and I think it's dishonest, so I don't do it. Yep, I'm very strict about that. Like I said, I like to keep it any way that I would like my own lawn to look. So, yeah. All right, that sounds great. Well, thank you for your time, and I look forward to working for you. Have a good day, sir. Bye-bye. All right, well, there you go, guys. You just heard the phone call. That one I just went and looked at, I'm not even home yet. He already called me back. He's on board. So, you guys heard a couple things there, so you kind of got a little inside scoop about how I do things. I'm very big on, I don't care if you have a rinky-dink house, a little house, or if you have a multi-million-dollar house, or if it's a commercial property. I treat every one of my customers the same. You get the same service from me. I am just an old school country boy. I don't believe in that plain favoritism crap. When I am at your house, you are the only one that matters to me. And that's how year after year after year I keep having the same lawns, and I don't lose customers. And that's how, because you are number one. When I am at your house and I am servicing your property, I'm not going to rush through your property and hurry up and get done so I can rush to the next guy. I'm not going to do it. You are going to get the same care, the same treatment every week. And that's exactly how it is. And the guys that do work for me, they know that. The guys that if it's work that I don't do, like certain tree work, I have a friend of mine that's a licensed arborist. I send all my tree work to. He works the same way. And if I ever find out that he treats my customers any different, I will never send any work to him ever again. That's how it goes. I'm very, very strict on customer care, and that's why I keep my customers year after year, and I keep building my clientele more and more. That's why, because I take care of my customers. But yeah, so back to the dog poop thing, guys. A couple years ago, I went through I drove through a pile, and this wasn't like a smaller house. And like I said, I don't play favoritism. However, there still isn't favoritism. I don't even know why I said however. This is what happened. I was at a small little house, and these people had a little Chihuahua dog, and I told them 100 times, pick up that dog crap. You know I am here. I mowed them on a Thursday, and I told them, like, you know I am here every Thursday. Please get it picked up, or I'm not going to mow anymore. They didn't. I went there one week. I was so pissed. I was mowing. I didn't really see any. All of a sudden, I come around the corner around this tree, and there had to be freaking landmine, World War II freaking mines of dog shit. And if I'd have yanked back in that mower, I'd have ripped their lawn right to shit, which I should have done. I should have tore up their lawn because, you know what, they were pretty much saying F you, Randy, so I should have said F you right back. But that's not the way I operate. Fact of the matter is, my tires were swamped with dog crap. I pulled up to the back of their house. I used their hose. I always keep a little pressure tip in my truck. Screws right onto a hose, turns a garden hose into a pressure washer. So I pulled up to the back of their house and I sprayed my mower down, got it out as best I could. I thought I got it all out. Well, I went from there to this other neighborhood. Now, the houses in this other neighborhood are like, they start off like $1.2 million houses, okay? And I only have a couple in there. Wish I had a lot more, but I only have a couple in there, 4 of them in there. And I went through this yard and I mowed them 4. Well, it wasn't the end of that night. I was sitting at home, done for the day. It was barely the end of that day. I just got home, got everything unloaded, and one of the customers called and said, I'm going to mail you a check for all the mowing you've done, including today's mowing, so we're paid up to date. We will not be needing your services anymore. Thank you for the work you provide to us. And I was blown away. I've never had a bad situation with this customer before. So I was blown away. I didn't know what to think. And come to find out, I found out later, it's because I smeared dog shit through their very well manicured lawn. And I know I double cut this and bagged it each week, and they paid for all of it. They did not care what it cost. They paid for all of it. They wanted their lawn to look like a golf course every week, and it did. I made sure. Plus, they had it fertilized on a regular basis. They had their own gardener. It was ridiculous money I made off this account. And I lost it because I smeared dog shit through their yard that I picked up from that other house. So, sorry, I was writing a note. So, yeah, it's got to, you guys got to make sure that you tell your customers this. You'll be losing them one after the next. Don't do it, man. Don't take that chance because you want it so bad and you want to keep mowing it. Dump them off. Give them their warnings and let them know this is the deal. This is how it's going to go. If they don't want to do it, dump them off, man. Just get rid of them because you will lose bigger, higher end accounts because of it. Nobody likes dog shit smeared through the yard. And can you blame them? No, you can't. All right? So, all right, guys. This is long enough. I'm going to get this one posted up. I'm out.